Good morning, gang. Happy Friday morning. Okay, it's Friday. Who the hell knows what's going to happen today, but we'll all find out together, I guess. Yes, I've got a million things to do, and yes, I will be paying attention as we go. But I wanted to bring up something this morning. We all talk about how we can fight back, that, our rights are getting taken away from us, and we're pissing away money to Ukraine or on these stupid programs or whatever it is. There's an easy way for us to fight back. And it amazes me that people don't want to do it. The other day, earlier this week, I was doing my income taxes and was thinking about this. The easiest way to throw a monkey wrench into all this spending that the Democrats are doing is to cut off the faucet for money. Okay. Now, the easiest way to do this, got an idea here. Kind of like solutions. It's not a long-term fix, but it would certainly be a short-term fix, and it would cause them to pause and think, okay, what the hell do we do? How many people get income tax refunds? Okay. I looked this up. The average refund last year, 2022's taxes, was $1,952 per taxpayer, not per household, per taxpayer. All right, so if you got two taxpayers in your house, both of you guys have a job, that means combined average $4,000. 2/3 of the country is working. 2/3 of the working age people are in the country are working. You start doing the math on this, you've got like 170,000 people, or I'm sorry, 170 million people that are working at $2,000 a piece. Start putting those zeros out. 170 million is 1.7 billion, is 17 billion, is $170 billion that the IRS collects throughout the year. $170 billion. That's more than we've given Ukraine so far. That the public gives the government interest-free and says, here, use my money. Okay. Why? It's so easy to go into HR in the company and say, I want a W-4 form. I want to change my withholdings. Okay, whatever it would be. You can change them to whatever you want. You can mark yourself exempt. I wouldn't advise doing that, but you can change your withholdings and have your withholdings only be so much as to what your actual tax owed is. Look at your pay stub, okay? And on the bottom where it says tax, IRS tax withholding or federal withholding or whatever it is, see how much that is, okay? And then go into HR, sit down with your HR rep who should be able to help you if you can't do it yourself. And there's calculators online that you can, to figure out how to reduce your tax withholding down to zero. Okay? Then, to save yourself a little bit of trouble, because, oh my God, I don't want to have to pay, I don't, come up with that money at the end of the year. No, you don't, okay? Let's say out of each paycheck you have $65 in federal tax withheld, okay? Get your exemptions down to zero. You're going to get that $65 in your paycheck now. Take that $65 and put it into a savings account for your use. Or here it is, it's a year, 13 months now since taxes due. Go put it into a 9-month CD or something. Earn 5% on it, or whatever it would be. It's not going to be much, all right? Let's say it's, $2,000 that you get throughout the year. If you make $2 off of it, okay, it's still $2 you made, but it's your chance to stick it to these guys who are spending money like water. Okay? You don't have to worry about penalties, because unless your withholding is, unless you come up and owe this massive tax bill at the end of the year, then they'll get you for not withholding enough. But if you're getting a refund, just take that money back for yourself. Then all your other taxes come out, and gee, at the end of the year you owe $2,000. Okay, great. Here you go. No problem. You've got it all put back from what you saved, and everything's good. It's not like you owe 20 grand or something like that. And I know there's going to be people that are going to come up and say, well, they don't care about our money. They're going to borrow it or anything like that. No, it doesn't quite work that way, okay? They have to show what their income is. The government has to show what their income is to determine what percentage of money they can borrow, right? Then to spend any money or to do anything, it's got to go through appropriations, okay? Congress has to approve it. Well, if they can't show that they have the income from taxes in the bank, then they're going to go, what? Well, we expect we're going to get this much money going forward. There's no money behind them. It's not a perfect solution, but we need to do something to stop this reckless spending, this pissing money away. We need to somehow tell Washington, no, we're in control here. This is our money you're spending, and we're sick and tired of giving it to you interest-free. I mean, your bank ever given you an interest-free loan? The government going to give you an interest-free loan? Be one day late on your taxes. Interest, okay? But for 15 months, you give your money to Uncle Sam and say, hey, you know what? Out of the goodness of my heart, here, just use my money as you see fit. I'll get back with you in a year, and we'll see if I gave you too much, and then you can give it back to me, okay? Maybe you do that with friends. Hey, I want to borrow $20. No problem. Till payday. Payday rolls around, you give them back $20. You don't give them back $20 and a quarter. Say, okay, charge the interest, okay? The government ain't your friend, okay? Please, somebody, tell me anything, anytime ever, where, hi, I'm from the government and I'm here to help, has been true, okay? It's not. They expect you to be, oh, my glorious government, let me do everything for you. That's not how this country was set up. This country was set up where the government works for us. We don't work for the government. This is what they need to remember, okay? They work for us. We are the boss, not them. Go into any company, look at what White House, Congress, whatever it is. We're going to make a law and tell you that you have to do this. I want you to stop and think about this for a second. You ever worked for a company where you're able to go into the CEO's office or the owner's office or your boss's office and say, you're going to do this, period. And the boss looks at you and goes, okay, and you're going to walk out the door, collect your final paycheck, and not come back in the morning. That's what we need to start doing with these people in Washington. We need to remind them who the boss is, because it ain't them, even though they think it is. We'll see y'all later. Pinball out.